Yes, Zeke is back. I'm excited. But what's good, people? It's your boy, Mr. Rome, Cowboys Fan Talk, right back. Like I never left. What's up with y'all, man? How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling after the draft? You know what I'm saying? Post-draft Sunday. You know, how you digesting the picks, some of the UDFAs that I'll probably get to and talk about probably in the next video. But this video I've been waiting to make. Ever since the news broke that Ezekiel Elliot was in negotiations with the Cowboys, and then officially they said he will be re-signing with the Cowboys. I'm talking about official accounts like Michael Gelkin, John Machota, things like that. Pretty much put a stamp on, okay, Zeke is back. You know, and if you know me, if this is your first time here, I understand. But if you've been here for a minute, you know months before the rumors became truth, I was like, bring Zeke home. Bring Zeke home because Zeke can pay dividends in this offense. You know what I'm saying? We missed Zeke last year. That's not a question. Situational running, salting games away, the Detroit game, running strong in the beginning of the game, the Miami game, things like that. Certain times when we just needed to settle down and we just need to get some tough yards, we didn't have that option because Tony Pollard just couldn't get it done last year. Rico Dowdle, unfortunately, couldn't get it done last year. They didn't believe in Deuce, and Hunter Lipke just wasn't ready. So the running back room last year was not strong. We missed Zeke. But, you know, thinking about this whole situation, there's a way to have brought Zeke back to where I would have been ecstatic about it. Now I'm impartial, and it has nothing to do with Zeke's talent or what he could bring to this team. It's just the way the team has been built. And I can hear you guys now before I even get started. Why are you being negative? I'm not being negative. I'm being real. Bring Zeke back. Not just bring Zeke back, which is where we're at now. Now, I will give you some positivity as far as Jerry Jones, Stephen Jones, both in the post-draft press conference said, this thing is not close to being done. I'll believe it when I see it. Because they also said that bringing back Ezekiel Elliott would not affect us drafting a running back. And we went through a whole draft and didn't draft one. The one thing that's bugging me out is a whole lot of people that stand on this running backs don't matter. Don't draft a running back high. That crowd, they're quiet right now because they're like, ooh, I ain't expect them to just not draft one at all. I know it's crazy when you just got to depend on Zeke. I don't want to hear no crying, no temper tantrums. Deal with what you brought because you don't care about who runs the ball. That means Zeke should be just fine because the line is better, right? Hunter Lipke and Rico and Royce Freeman, who we just signed, should be just fine. It don't matter who runs the ball, which is stupid. I've always thought it was stupid. You want both. You want a dominant offensive line, and you want a playmaking running back, period. Now, this might sound confusing because you're like, I thought you was excited that Zeke is back. I am. But after being in the league 8 years, heading into his 9th year, I think it's okay to say, hey, Zeke, you are not the workhorse back. 8 years in this league, you deserve to have some help. And I refuse to allow people to make Zeke the scapegoat and say, well, we would have had success this year if it wasn't for Zeke not being good enough. Zeke shouldn't have to be good enough as far as running or the offense running through him or trying to lean on him as the lead back. That is stupid, and you blame that on your front office, not on the player. Zeke, at this point of his career, is crazily effective. He had 1,000 yards last year for New England. Now you're going to say, no, he didn't. He had 600-some yards. He had 374 yards receiving and 2 touchdowns receiving. He had 600-something yards on the ground. That's 1,000 yards combined. You know, and don't say, well, you can't do that. Why? Because I seen people always adding Alvin Kamara yards together. They always telling me, don't forget about Jalen Hurts rushing yards and touchdowns. But when it's Zeke, I can't add them together. As a player last year, he accumulated 1,000 yards and 5 touchdowns. That's an effective NFL player that I would want to add to my roster. 5 touchdowns is nothing to shake it. That's a decent year, especially when you're 8 years in as a running back. 600-plus yards with 180 touches, but then a decent amount of catches. To add on that with an extra 300-some yards, that's effectiveness. I will bring that to the table. We ain't have nobody last year catch the ball out the backfield and get that many passing yards. So he would be an asset in the passing game already. Why am I bringing this up? Because this starts to look like, was that always the plan? Was bringing Zeke back as the #1 back always the plan? Is my question to you. And please answer in the comments. Do you think it was always the plan? Do you think it was a backup plan that just went wrong where they're like, we didn't get a back? Because let me make this clear. I love the draft. I do. I like the new physicality that we're adding to this team. I like reassuring the trenches. I'm not mad at that. It's a point of view. We're going to go reassure the trenches. That was our goal. We did it. We're going to get another great linebacker to add to this rotation. We did it. Yeah, I wanted a receiver. I'm team loaded clip. Yes, I wanted a running back. But the Cowboys front office does not care what Jerome wants. Or CFT or whatever you want to call me. Apparently they don't. Or a lot of us for that matter. And that's fine because we don't run the team. We just support it. Or cover it or whatever you look at yourself as. But my thing is this. Ezekiel Elliott can be great for this team. But if you misuse this opportunity, he'll become the scapegoat for this team. And he don't deserve that. That would be whack. Go do what you're supposed to do. Get the proper players to add to this team. I don't know what you do. Whether you trade with Houston and go get Pierce, trade with Chicago, go get Herbert, try to bring in Dalvin Cook. I don't know what you do, but you got to reassure or shore up the running back room. Because this is, and the D tackle room, but that's another discussion for another video. Right now, though, bringing Zeke back is a great thing if you handle your business. If you don't, we'll just get mad at Zeke, and it won't be his fault. And Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones and Charlotte Jones and the rest of the Joneses will slide out the back door as usual, not taking no blame from the fan base. And that's not fair because they didn't do their job. At the end of the day, this is malpractice. This is negligence. This is arrogance by the Jones family. We should have participated in free agency. Whether it was Derrick Henry or another back, we should have got someone as insurance. Because this would feel a lot different if it was Derrick Henry and adding Zeke back to that. Or any other mid-level running back. And then adding Zeke to that. Instead, we wanted to play the cheap route and didn't participate in free agency. Fine, we'll draft one. Everybody calm down. That's what I was getting told. Relax, we're going to draft one. Now, we didn't draft one. Now it's relaxed. They got it. We got a whole bunch of running backs in the room. Yeah, but ain't none of them really, you know what I'm saying, game changing. And at the end of the day, at this point, Zeke has not officially signed with the Cowboys. A lot of people are not happy with the running back room now, assuming he's going to sign. What if he backs out? What if he just says, I'm retiring or something like that? You would feel sick. I know Zeke brings some value to the table because people are saying, but we got Zeke and so on and so forth. You can't say that about players that you don't believe in some. But yeah, adding Zeke's 1,000 all-purpose yards to another back that gets you possible, that's a 2,000-yard backfield, 1,600-yard backfield. I'm great with that. But right now, we don't have that. We don't have that. And I don't care if we're running a committee situation. I don't know. No. Go do your job. So I don't know what it's going to take to go get another running back. But they need to figure it out. That's my thing. But let me put that to the side to just say this. If Zeke sees this video, somebody from Zeke's family, etc., welcome back, Ezekiel Elliott. We missed you. We appreciate you. And we need you right now. We do. But what I won't do as a content creator, somebody that's responsible for this team as far as just being there for the fan base, I will not allow the Jones family to make Zeke a unofficial scapegoat because the running game ain't good. Y'all got to go do your job. And then Zeke will be a plus, a bonus, an addition, an asset. But right now, presently, it's disrespectful. So I don't know what y'all got to do. Go work the phones. Go call some teams, do whatever, and figure out how to get another back in here before the season starts. Because right now it's not enough. Zeke is enough. What the Jones family has done is not enough. It's your boy, Mr. Rome. Y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comments right now. I'm ecstatic that Zeke is back. But we still got work to do.